This is like behind the scenes, talking.
Okay, behind the scenes. Okay, this is the BTS. So what, you want to go BTS and then into it? Like for flow?
Practice Nyana, and then tell.
Also, like, how we going to greet?
Welcome to your Master Podcast.
What is your name, sir? Please let the people at home know who you are and who they're talking to and who they will come to enjoy, love, hate, disagree with, because I'm the better one at these things. So yeah, just let them know who you are, sir.
It's funny you made that statement.
Why?
I've said this before.
Why?
I would honestly say maybe 80% of the time when we have a conversation around these things, you agree with me. And they will too. That I can guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
You will agree.
80% is a bit much. That's a bit ambitious. 80%, my dog.
It's fine.
Anyway, tell the people at home who you are, because yeah.
Anyway, let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to your Master Podcast. It sounded a bit dodgy. Actually, we actually need to add a little background story. Is there even a story about your Master Podcast? I don't know. It's rooted within South African culture. I've actually got a backstory. I made up a backstory.
Okay, what's the backstory?
Hey guys, are we gonna do the cheesy intros that these guys do?
Hey, what's up, chat?
Okay. Everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Fantastic.
That's so dumb. Can we not do that? Let's not. Welcome
to our lane.
Said the spider. I'm not Charlotte's Web. I don't know
about that.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yes.
Welcome to the first episode of your Ma Se Podcast. Why am I? We have to start again. Bali walk behind.
Yes, sir.
Do you have an empty oil container there by you?
Empty oil container? No. Chanel always throws them out.
Oh,
yeah.
I almost bought a 20 liters, so I'm.
Oh, you're giving out? No, but we don't have at the moment, eh? But we'll make a plan. Now that I know, we'll make a plan.
Yeah.
Away. Thanks, Buddha.
Who's Bali? Bali.
No, that's not her Bali. That's her uncle. Oh, one of them. Yeah. His name's Buddha. Yeah, no.
You can't get more South African than. Sorry, what's your name? Buddha.
Straight, man, straight.
It applies everywhere. Who is he? What is he?
See now,
Buddha.
it's now.
I can't wait.
Yeah. What's? Oh boy, that's the Durban equivalent of Buddha. Tell me I'm lying.
Who's this guy? Oh boy. What's that done? Your uncle is like 50, 60 years old. I'm a cool man, boy. My name is boy.
My name is old. Oh boy.
I love that name.
Yo, bruh, now Mr. Durban again. Jeez. Oh boy, there's always that brand named boy. Always.
Exactly.
Always. And he either runs a lot for alcohol or
Facts.
He's like a top bush mechanic.
Facts.
Top bush mechanic.
He's the guy that knows some people who can get things done for you.
Yes.
So and so owes me money. Because you know what? To be a cool man, boy.
Yeah.
Then it's like, boy, it's like sure.
Who's on the plan?
So, for now, boy, we don't see that. Good. Boy, I'll put
yeah, put that there.
It sounds like he's that kind because he's actually like getting this.
So, man, them's about to hook me up with cooking oil, dog. How expensive is oil right now?
That's a good question. And I'm
Right.
asking this because we don't use oil. Well, we do, but like
What do you
very
do?
little.
So how do you guys cook? What do you use?
Right.
Butter.
No. We
Put a spray on Shandy.
no. How
Or
can I
air
put
fryers.
this? Yeah, that. Yeah, we've got an air fryer.
Yes.
We've got oil, like literally, we buy like a liter olive oil, lasts us like 6 months. That's all we use.
So
Is
what?
that it?
How do you cook then?
Oven
Okay.
or air fryer. In terms of like,
which doesn't consume a lot of oil.
no, but barely even. Barely.
Valid.
Like in an air fryer, if you just brush the chicken breast or whatever with oil, you somehow throw it in there with your seasoning.
Yeah, that's usually golden.
That's
No, valid.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, back to.
Yeah. So you still haven't introduced yourself.
We haven't introduced the pod. We started once more.
Okay, cool.
Bit of shape for this shit, but anyway.
Hey, I feel like, because I don't know what's going on there.
Fix it in post.
Hey, this is already speaking like a superstar. No, we'll fix it in post.
Fix it in post.
We'll fix it in post. Don't worry.
That was a YouTube video that I saw a while back. So the newscaster was like practicing. So
We'll do it live. We'll do it fucking live. You guys don't know what the fucking hell. We'll do it live.
so this is like that, but not live.
Okay.
Anyway.
We'll fix it in post. Yo, what's good? It's your boy Kyle. Okay.
My name is T, and you guys have joined Jou Ma Se Podcast.
That's correct, sir.
So this is episode 1.
Officially.
The
inaugural.
It's about time.
Yeah, he's been taking forever. So, like, because I've been ready. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, we're going there.
Episode 1 already under the bus.
Yeah, we're going there.
Sharp. Okay.
Bang, bang, shots fired, my boy.
Okay.
Shots
Oh.
fired.
Let's get to the meat and vegetables, the shebo and everything.
Bring it.
I'm in a salad.
I'm already on a diet, so bring the meat and potatoes. I'm good.
I'm diet.
Don't start. Don't start.
Not saying anything. Anyway.
Welcome.
Welcome to the cast.
So what is the pod about, Mr. T?
So
Let the people know at home.
the
What we
podcast
gonna- Yes, the podcast.
is centered in all things comic, all things movies, all things superheroes. The whole point of the podcast is essentially for two grown-ass men married with children. One child
Only me, so
that we
only
know
me.
of. Okay. With childs as well.
Yeah.
Full-time working peoples, but at the very core of what we really enjoy, all these amazing magical things that we're seeing now. And I was thinking about this the other day.
Yes.
How magical is it that when we were lighties,
Mhm.
we read the comics,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But I remember paying my parents to go to CNA and all these places and like spending just leave me here, go do what you want to do. I'm just there. Comics.
Yeah, CNA was a spot. CNA was a spot.
Because there weren't any like official.
Bro, I don't think the Born Freeze knows what CNA. Yeah, some of
That's true.
the Gen Zs. So anyway, for context, CNA was like this stationery, literature, gaming. What else did they do? Did they sell CDs?
They sold electronics.
Yes.
They sold books, obviously, like throwback textbooks. Books and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
they were extremely expensive. Let's not forget that.
very, very.
Yeah.
But that was the crux of it. Yeah. So it was that joint.
Yes.
Then, obviously, the actual comics, the animations, the cartoons. Popeye. Those of you guys don't know what Popeye is kind of like Kellogg's. When someone, when you know exactly. You know our cousins when they're like, "Hey, did you get Kellogg's?" Kellogg's can mean anything.
Kellogg's can mean Cocoa.
Colgate.
Rice Krispies, yeah.
Colgate can mean anything.
Eco-Fresh, Sensodyne, everything.
Colgate.
Everybody in the party.
Everyone, it's there. It's
Yeah.
Colgate. So when we say Popeye, it means it's not Popeye.
But what it encompasses everything.
It encompasses everything. If it's animated, if it's a cartoon, if it's got people that are flying everywhere, then It is.
As long as it's not not live action,
Yeah.
people will consider it a Popeye.
We have to check here because of the people in the
Yeah.
background now.
Yeah, we're gonna edit that out. So
Okay, well, we need to.
We'll fix it in post.
Yeah, fine. Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
But it's good because at least we're still in the intro. We're not even into like the actual, so we
the
can
thing.
still use this. So that's fine.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
but
So
also we need to
will
figure
come
this
in
thing out.
handy.
So yeah. So
But yeah, we'll figure it out because we're gonna edit. So, but we're gonna use this and still edit at the same time, right?
so I was thinking,
because this is a nice intro.
yeah,
I like the flow.
we can. I was gonna say we're gonna go back.
Mm-hmm.
The flow. Oh yeah. I got it.
Sleeping on me,
It's
dog.
a Sunday. Sorry.
Quit sleeping
Bro,
on me,
I
dog.
woke up. It's a Sunday.
Pause, nigga. Pause.
Throw it down. Yo, we out here talk about Popeye. They will never die because they can fly.
Chad, get your boy. Come get your boy. Chad, please come get your boy. Chad, come get your boy. Chad, please come get your boy, Chad. Because I'm not gonna deal with this. I'm not gonna deal with below subpar. Bro, what's below subpar? Because that was.
Okay.
Excuse my French.
Listen,
That was below subpar.
please.
Why? Because why? And they fly. Nothing. Listen, what?
Respect our audience. Where are you? You are us. Which means this flow is the one.
You know what? You need to be tarred and feathered for such a travesty.
Hey man.
Okay, please. What?
You're just like, you have just disrespected your people.
Yes, dude, that's exactly what you
Ew.
did. Okay, yeah.
Anyway.
So the part.
So it's
the
what
part,
about
yeah.
Popeyes.
Popeyes.
Oh,
yeah.
I was telling a story here. So it was nice. The cartoons, they're having the Popeyes, and obviously over the years, they've actually started doing live action
Yes.
adaptations of all of these things.
Which
We've
has
seen
been
Iron
greatly
Man,
welcomed.
Batman,
Yeah.
Ant-Man, which didn't really. But he's there now, so I guess kind of entertaining. Hulk, Superman's, Spider-Man's.
We only saw one blade. Blade was good.
Three.
Didn't even start.
Three.
I mean, we had
Solo.
one blade. We had one blade.
Yes,
We had
and they'll only ever be.
And there will only ever be one blade. I like
That
that.
line was
I
cold,
like that. I like that. That is a nice fourth wall break by Wesley
bro.
Snipes. That was, bro. That was hard. Pause. That was hard, actually. That is tough.
That line,
That
because you
was
know
tough.
why. And I feel like, and there's other drama when it comes to like Ryan Reynolds and all. But anyway,
Yeah.
I feel like that line was just like, especially because they eventually, that's how it goes back. They eventually realized.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because when they were shooting this thing, they already dumped the new Blade movie. So for him to actually put that exclamation mark there in their movie was like, clearly, there's only ever going to be
Alignment.
Yeah.
Alignment.
Like, it was a fact. It wasn't just like, hey guys, you can try and make another one. No, it was facts. Wesley Snipes was like, there's only ever going to be one Blade because.
But why can't they get Blade off the ground though? Why can't they get a reboot, a reiteration, etc. off the ground? Because we've had so many different reboots. We've had some of the X-Men reboots.
The Crow
One would
just
say
got
the
rebooted.
Crow got reboots.
X-Men got reboots.
No.
We need to actually
Yeah,
touch
sorry,
on
I'm
at
not
some
gonna-
point.
I'm not
We need to
gonna-
touch on that. But not X-Men. No. So I'm thinking to Fantastic Four, but yes, X-Men as well.
Yes.
It started off great, and then the last few were.
Can I just say though, I'm looking forward to the new Fantastic Four first steps. I saw the trailer. Crazy work.
I'm 50-50. But yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. I would say I'm 70-30. I'm 70% hyped and 30% sure I'll be disappointed. So basically, I'm erring more on the side of it's going to be good. That's where I'm at, personally.
I'll say 65-35.
Bro, they're going to
You know
show
why?
live action Galactus. They're going to show a comic accurate Galactus. Do you understand that the Silver Surfer didn't Fantastic Four with Silver Surfer where what's it, Jessica Alba was Invisible Woman and those other people, and they had
Who are those people?
no, did you see Jessica Alba? I don't know. I don't remember. That's what I'm saying.
Kids,
I just
close
remember,
your ears.
I just remember. Oh, one thing I do remember was that Lawrence Fishburne was the voice of Silver Surfer. Excellent casting, by the way, with that as well. Yeah. That man's voice is that was proper.
Silky.
So in that one, Rise of the Silver Surfer, we didn't get to see Galactus as Galactus. He was essentially a storm cloud type situation. He was a formless figure, of which I think in the comics there is precedent for that, where he's like moving around between universes, and then when he gets there, then he shows his true form. Because comic accuracy as well is that he is actually able to size himself up and down accordingly.
Sure.
Yeah. That's so. The point I'm trying to make is this Fantastic Four first steps. Seeing a live action Galactus is major for me.
Sure.
For me, that's
there are some issues there, and actually before we sort of dive deeper into that, I want to put 1-2 points there. But I think it's important for the purposes of the first episode that we do a rundown of this year's, because we're gonna cover
the slate. This year's slate. Yes, of course.
Back to
let's rewind.
Here's my problem
with Fantastic Four.
With Fantastic Four and just where the MCU is going, where they are now, and where they're good.
Okay.
Galactus, 100%. Being keen. Eventually, Galactus was gonna show up anyway because he was supposed to be the next big bad.
Valid.
Now they've had to bring this forward because of politics, drama, all that kind. Fine. Chap. I feel like they were forced to introduce him earlier than they should have because of this whole reworking thing. Then you've got Fantastic Four
situation, etc.
Who's Fantastic Four's big bads? Okay, we have Silver Surfer. Obviously, Silver Surfer worked for Galactus.
Yeah, so essentially Galactus is the big bad.
What's the next one? So they had to put him in.
And Dr. Doom is the big bad for Fantastic Four.
Oh, yes.
Well, I mean, essentially, we need to use the comic books as reference, essentially, because that's the foundation.
Silver Surfer, Dr. Doom, Galactus, hundreds. We've ticked the other 2 boxes.
Yes.
So naturally, unless we're going for like a proper remake, let's start from the scratch. Different story. So now, so this is where my issue is now in the current MCU. We've got Galactus that's coming out now, Fantastic Four.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Then Dr. Doom is now being played by Robert Downey Jr.
Yes.
Is also in the MCU as a big man.
Yes.
So who now do they fight?
But Dr. Doom is gonna be the big bad. Okay. You get me? Pause, by the way. But he's gonna be
it make sense. Dr. Doom, Galactus. Make it make sense.
Alright. Look, I don't know
balance me here.
Okay, let me balance you, right? I don't know how Kevin Feige and them and whoever's involved is gonna dress up everything, right? But what I can tell you is that, again, comic accuracy with the way the slate is gonna be dropped, etc. Everything is leading up to Doctor Doom, Secret War, so Doomsday Secret War. That's the Avengers movies. And like we said before, Secret War is going to be a reset of all these timelines flowing into one main timeline of the Secret War. Meaning that this first steps Fantastic Four now, when everything is all said and done,
it'll reset too.
Yes, right. So also, you need to remember that Doctor Doom, comic accuracy Doctor Doom, is a combination of magic and technology together. Sure. But obviously now we don't know how Kevin Feige and them are going to present that.
Sure.
And also, again, with Secret War, Doomsday was actually the main one. It was actually Doctor Doom that was facilitating.
Wrong universe.
Yeah, but sorry, not Doomsday, sorry. Dr. Doom himself was the one that actually was the cause of Secret Wars. So that's where Kevin Feige and them are going. Like, they dropped Galactus completely for Secret Wars, because Galactus is not even mentioned, or he is briefly mentioned in the comics. I need to go back and check. But in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say to you is that Doom is technically, now what they're trying to say is that Doom is technically more stronger than Galactus with the way that. But we know that he's not.
My problem.
But we know
How
that
are they
he's
going to
not.
sell this? Because when I come here, I'm going to say, hey, Dr. Doom, yes, magic.
Yeah.
Galactus, bro. This guy literally
He's made up of
worlds.
He's made up of comic energy. Cosmic energy.
The whole world. How? Okay, and actually, you know what? The only way that these guys can actually get me to the point whereby I'm believing this whole thing is if Dr. Doom, Galactus face off.
That's not going to happen.
Why are you wasting our time then? Because here's the thing, but as fanboys, we know the backstories, right? We don't sit there when we
finally found our
then we come there.
Finally found our first argument because I like where they're going with this current way of having Doomsday, the movie, and then it's going to be Secret Wars and setting everything up. So what we actually might find is at the end of first steps, what we need to see at the end of first steps is a post-credit scene or mid-credit scene where we have Latveria being introduced, which is Dr. Doom's home country of origin.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
English.
Hey, Fetsu.
It's fine. We use weekend bundles. You guys know is weekend bundles. Yeah, what's after what do they call them? The ones at 12 o'clock.
Night surfer,
night owl.
Night owl.
Bundles.
Yeah, so mine just
switched over. And you're just like, hey guys.
So we need to see. So that's what we need to see. With Fantastic Four, we need to see the introduction of Dr. Doom. We should possibly,
but he's gonna make a
we
cameo.
We just need to.
But now we're gonna have
Dr. Doom a cameo
and Galactus. How? Unless he pops up in the end credit scene at some point where he's
definitely gonna fight Galactus because even in first steps with regards to where they are in life, they already got the superpowers. They're already known as the Fantastic Four. Yeah. So it's not an origin story.
And blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, so it's not an origin story that we're gonna see from this Fantastic Four. That's why they can actually introduce Galactus because they've already been a superhero family.
And they've known about him somewhere, or I wonder if they actually weave S.H.I.E.L.D. into this somehow. Does the timeline work actually? This is based in the 70s,
60s, 70s. But a technologically advanced 60s, 70s.
Yeah, but now this is still in the same universe. This is still our Earth. Different Earth.
It's not Universe 616.
Okay, then.
That's because that's the current timeline that we're on.
There we go.
We are in Universe 616.
Okay. Yeah. So then it will make sense. Timeline.
Because even when they were doing a breakdown of the trailer and Galactus was looking over New York or that strip of Manhattan, the place where the Stark Tower was supposed to be isn't there. But the Fantastic Four's building is there with a launch pad and everything. So the Avengers exist, more or less, but it's just not. It's a different universe, and one could actually say that they aren't actually the Avengers yet, because again, it's in a technologically advanced 1960s, 1970s.
No, 100s. Yeah. Or because remember, before now, even with Hawkeye and a couple of the other shows, I'm just trying to remember offhand now.
Or that
they've been sort of developing young Avengers and all this stuff like that.
Yes.
This actually might be a launch pad for those guys to actually start being introduced into these sort of Fantastic Four movies here.
Good.
Thunderbolts, they'll have that crew there.
Problem with Thunderbolts.
Okay, let's start. Okay, what's the first one out? It's Captain America.
So, chat at home. Sorry, man. We went off riffing. So basically, like T explained, we are going to be looking at a lot of comic book movies, comic book adaptation movies.
Yes.
Because that's like our passion. That's what we love, just chilling, talking about all that stuff. So, in a nutshell, Marvel has released a whole slate at the last Comic-Con. Kevin Feige has mentioned everything that's going to be happening throughout
We
the
are
year.
now phase 6.
I think it's phase 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys at home can let us know what phase
if we're wrong. Please let us.
Please let us know if we're wrong about anything. If there's more that you want us to dive into, yeah, let us know. So Kevin Feige has now released. Kevin Feige being the big boss of Marvel now, Marvel Studios. He's released the slate for phase 6. We're gonna say phase 6.
Yeah.
And everything that's gonna be coming out for the rest of the year and everything that we can look forward to. Obviously, off the bat, that I can tell you now is next week Friday, we're gonna have Captain America, Brave New World. That's gonna be crazy. Trailers already out for that. We're gonna see Harrison Ford as Red Hulk. We're gonna see
Anthony Mackie
as
finally
Captain America.
Officially given the whole new suit vibe.
Yes.
Captain America, hoo-ha.
Yeah. Who else?
Who else is there? There's that other guy who's supposed to be his sidekick. Sam Wilson.
Yeah. He's the new Falcon. I must actually read up on that new Falcon dude.
So should I? Because I actually I did see something about him. He used to be a chum or used to work on whatever the case is, and because now Sam
in the whole Sundays in the whole universe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now that Sam's Captain America, obviously placement type vibe. So it was actually a BE hire. The Avengers were like, all right, cool. Well, we're losing one of these. We're not going to lose.
He's a BE hire.
He's a brown man.
Oh, okay. But I continue to that.
Yeah, there's him.
Yeah.
Who else was there? I think those are essentially.
I mean, we're gonna go through the list, but like obviously the main people that we need. The Serpent Society is gonna have that bra. What's that Latina bra, man? He's often a drug dealer. He plays like proper roles. Is it not Despacito guy? Is his name Despacito or something?
Luis Despacito.
Yes. Is that his name?
Isn't he a producer? Isn't he like one of the Marvel producers?
No, man, it's not that
Luis
guy.
Despacito.
I'm trying to remember about. I'm gonna tell you now.
The guy from Fantastic Four.
No. You know him, bro. You know him well. Wait there, let me go up. I think it's gonna be Brave New World Post.
Guys, please don't judge us, okay? Listen, we're just normal guys.
There we go. Esposito. Oh yes. Yes.
Breaking Bad, Bali.
Yes, Breaking Bad. I couldn't get to it. Also,
I was there though. Yeah.
Yes, Bali. Actually, sidebar, fun fact. He has actually been campaigning to be a variant of Professor X, and I can see it. I can see it.
I can see it.
I would love for him to play a thing. To play
absolutely
Professor X. I've got no problem with the OG Patrick Stewart. He's brilliant. Patrick Stewart is absolutely brilliant.
He's also basically dying in front of our eyes. I'm so sorry to say. Like we need,
time, guys. Time is a factor for all of us.
Exactly.
It is what it is.
Exactly.
Patrick Stewart did a great job of being Professor X.
Amazing.
Like, I don't see anybody else being Professor X.
No.
But if we are looking at a plan B or variant, however you wanna pull it, this is your guy.
Exactly.
Actually, Giancarlo Esposito,
yeah.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Actually, on that note, maybe this is the direction that Marvel needs to go with Blade. Mm-hmm. Because if they want to introduce this new Blade, rather he should be actually a variant, as opposed to just saying, we're rebooting the whole thing. We're starting from scratch. We'd rather have this, but we have this multiverse situation happening. Introduce him in some small part, like they did with, the way they introduced Black Panther, where they were like, it's not your movie. But you're there.
In Civil War.
Yes.
Was it Winter Soldier?
No, it was Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
It was Winter Soldier.
It was Civil War. It was first introduced in Civil War.
Was it? No, it was Civil War, sorry.
It was Civil War.
It was Civil War, correct.
It was Civil War. At the beginning of Civil War.
Correct.
Working. It was Civil War. It was, and by the way, another sidebar, Civil War, the best Marvel movie of them all.
Agreed.
The
100%.
best. The best. That's number one.
You don't even need
To
it.
argue with your ancestors.
You
Go argue
didn't
with
need a
your
big bad.
Yeah.
It's like everyone was just pissed off with each other. You know what it's like?
Hmm.
The way I looked at Civil War.
Yeah.
You know when you're sitting in your house and your neighbors are out there in the parking
Mm-hmm.
and they jump out of the car
Mm-hmm.
and they start, hey, 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 hey.
Yeah.
And then the other ones come out of the house.
Uh-huh.
They're like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, hey, this one. Then they, because when you're my friend or you're my cousin,
Yeah.
you're my husband or my daughter, whatever. Then they start, and you sitting there by your window, opening the curtain, eating popcorn. That's what it was. Because it was lit. It's people that you know.
Yes.
And it's like, it's real. Like, it's authentic.
It's
not like, there's a big bad.
It was good.
To fight a bad guy now. It was like, no, these guys have connections. They have relationships. This feud is bigger than, an existential threat.
Yeah.
Which is not that it's not minimizing the existential threat, but it's also like it goes deeper than just, oh, we need to stop this guy. It's like, no, you're my bra, but I don't.
Yeah. No,
I don't agree with you on this. You know?
No, definitely.
How far are you willing to take that? That was interesting.
No, I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed that movie. Thoroughly.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, sorry, Flip, we sidetracked. So the slate, first coming up is Captain America, Brave New World.
Yeah.
We mentioned who's going to be in that.
Quick thoughts?
Yes. My personal thoughts. I'm 70-30 hyped up for it. I think it's going to be good. It's not going to be crazy. I think it's going to be good. It's going to be a good enough entry for us to see how the rest of the phases goes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I am.
I am also 70-30. 70 because there's definitely a but. Trust and believe. There's always me. Others 2 coins. Or 1 coin, 2 sides. It's gonna be good. Because it's a new start. We want to see how Sam handles, because it's a big mantle.
Yeah. Of course.
How does Sam handle being given this mantle to fully 100% now, full time? Here are the keys. Go for it. How is he going to handle this? I'm excited to see how that goes. But number one, my first sort of concern is the Red Hulk thing. Right? In the masses, because the reality is like if I had to do the math in terms of fanboys versus the rest of the world that actually watch these things now, what's that percentage? The 25% of us that are familiar with Red Hulk and all of that, we're going to be like, we're excited to see this.
Yes.
Rest of the people are going to be like, guys, but we like the green one. Now there's this one. Now it's also going to open the gate. There's the red one and the green one going to fight. Are they going to be choms?
I'm with you.
A bit of confusion, number one.
Oh, and folks at home, that's also why we started this podcast, so you guys can actually understand why certain characters are being introduced. Yeah,
and likewise, you guys can also give your opinions. I'm like, guys, I feel like there's going to be some questions around that.
Of course.
Then number 2, I don't know, and I'm basing this purely on Falcon and Winter Soldier. I don't know. And I feel bad about saying this, but I don't know if Sam Wilson is big enough to hold his own movie. Yes, he's going to have the title. He will have the shield. But is Sam Wilson / Anthony Mackie going to be able to hold his own movie? Has that character and that actor in that character built enough?
I hear you.
For people to buy,
I hear you.
or people just want to see what the new Captain America is meant.
I hear you.
That's where I'm at. That's my 30%.
Okay. Yeah, you see. Yeah. Can Anthony Mackie / Sam Wilson hold his own?
Yeah. Because he was kicking with Tom Hardy. What's his name again? Zendaya's boyfriend.
Tom Holland.
Tom
Holland burnt him though.
What?
Tom Holland cooked him with that one comment at
yes, exactly.
He cooked him.
Exactly.
He was like, oh well, I'll just make sure I catch a falcon. Oh, sorry, there hasn't been a falcon. He killed him. Anthony Mackie was done. He was cooked.
Exactly.
Okay.
And now he's got his own one.
Yeah.
Is it gonna live up? Okay. So that's number one.
Okay, that's number one. So that's number one. Folks at home, you can let us know
What your thoughts are.
What your thoughts
I'm
are.
very curious because that's where I'm at.
Also, guys, remember, Sam Wilson wasn't a BE hire to become Captain America. The whole concept of Sam Wilson becoming Captain America is comic book accurate. It's rooted in fact. So it has happened.
It's
there is
not
a precedent for it.
It's not what they call in America DEI, which is apparently a big thing happening at the moment.
Yeah.
It's not a what is
it's not a inclusivity type situation.
No,
it actually has happened in the comics. Sam Wilson does become Captain America.
Exactly.
So let's hear your thoughts on that. We'd love to get your inputs on what you guys think. So 100%. Definitely looking forward to that.
100%. So next one, Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. I'm looking forward to Thunderbolts. You know what Thunderbolts is? Let me tell you what Thunderbolts is. Thunderbolts is Marvel's Suicide Squad.
Yes, I know this. I've heard it.
But better.
Okay, whoa, pause.
Better. But better.
I'm going to ask this question.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to ask this question because I've already got an opinion on this.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think it's better? Or why do you think it's going to be better?
I think
Why are you basing this on?
I think Thunderbolts is going to be good just based off of the fact that Winter Soldier's there, Red Guardian's there. Who else is there? Okay, I know. The new Black Widow is going to be there. Or Natasha Romanoff's sister is going to be there. Ghost and Taskmaster. But I think personally, Winter Soldier is going to carry that movie.
He has to.
And for me, Winter Soldier has not missed. For me.
Okay.
For me. Also, another thing, the guy that plays Red Guardian, he's definitely there for comic relief.
No, well, that's what he was there for at the Black Widow movie.
Yes. So, just based off of that, by the way, Black Widow movie was crap. But he carried it. It. Yeah.
May I?
Okay, wait. Okay, hold on. So, there's going to be nice comic relief. There's going to be dope action. Also, they are going to introduce in this movie, like just based off the movie alone, the Thunderbolts movie, that has an asterisk, by the way, meaning that this isn't the final title for them. They are actually might be setting up for like a Dark Avengers type situation.
Oh,
that's why it's a Thunderbolts with an asterisk. That asterisk is there on purpose. Also, why I like
Thunderbolts. Are they going to use Thunderbolts as a vehicle towards that?
Yes, basically. Because also the people that are mentioned in Thunderbolts as well, they are comic accurate too. Dark Avengers. Oh, also another reason why I'm excited about Thunderbolts is that they're gonna also introduce Sentry, who is Marvel's answer to Superman.
Okay.
Yeah.
But why in Thunderbolts though?
I think he's going to be the mission. I think he's going to be the mission. Retrieving Sentry is going to be the mission.
Okay, fine, but
I'm more excited for the introduction of Sentry.
Yeah, then that means Sentry's already on Earth then.
Yes.
How?
Well, look, they're gonna link everything. They're gonna find a way to link everything. But Sentry's backstory is that he took a extremely hyped up super soldier serum, but it gave him the power of like what? 1 million exploding suns, something to that effect. So at the moment they have him in a test facility deep underground, which works. That works, T. It works. It works, T.
Cool. I'm just
Their introduction of Century will work. He's going to be the mission. And then they're going to find out that, oh, Century is like, this dude is Century like that.
it's too soon.
I
don't think
And maybe he could also be in Secret Wars.
so. They would make sense because then you've got the scrolls and all that stuff like that. He's part of that whole cosmic world and all that.
Yeah.
Him being here now already and him being in an underground bunker. For me, it's like, I'm not even talking about comics accuracy or whatever. Logically,
Mm-hmm.
a character with that much power being locked down in a secret bunker down somewhere is like, come. They could even hold Magneto in a plastic box.
See? Look, remember.
They couldn't hold Magneto in a plastic
Yeah, but
box.
see, remember now. Kevin
And this
Feige.
is of coins.
Remember Kevin Feige and them? They have to find a way to link everybody.
Okay.
And they will find a way to
So
bridge
going
the gaps.
back to my point,
Yes.
this whole thing of like, the Secret Wars is gonna reset and
Yes.
I'm gonna put Galactus in this movie, even though it doesn't make sense.
Yes.
Like you're saying now,
Yes.
Century is gonna be here, but he's a cosmic, but
Yes.
it's a mess. And yes, I'm sure they'll find a way, but it's like,
They have
guys,
to find.
you're gonna again for me. I'm like, there's 75%. Everyone else is 25% of us that understand. The 25% of us are going, okay, how are you gonna get there? The 75% are sitting there going, okay, but this guy.
Why is it happening at all?
No,
I'm
but
with you.
why is this guy here? When did he get here? Like, oh my goodness. Like, what's happening? Yes, they'll weave the story and we'll connect. And obviously, when you watch the next one, which is what they always want you to do,
Of course.
when you watch the next one, you're going to go, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But for us, we want to know now. Like, okay, cool, you're going to weave this thing. Okay, cool, we see where this is going. That's what gets us hyped.
Okay.
We don't get hyped at the next movie when you see the connections happen.
There and then.
Right then and there. You see the Easter eggs, you go,
I'm with you.
thank you.
But-
God.
But all that being said, Thunderbolts is gonna be dope.
Okay, let me disagree. Right.
Thunderbolts is gonna be dope. I don't care. Thunderbolts is gonna be dope. Thunderbolts is gonna be fire.
If
In fact, you know what I think?
No.
You know what I think? Can I give my honest opinion? Let me give my honest opinion. I think Thunderbolts is going to be that runaway success that nobody was expecting. That's what I think.
Thunderbolts is not going to replicate the same thing that Guardians of the Galaxy did. Remember Guardians? I want to lie to you. I had no idea what the hell Guardians of the Galaxy when it came out. I didn't read much of those comics. No. It was like, oh, Peter Quill. Okay, sharp. But they put it together in such a way that it was like, you know what? I love this. Love this concept.
Yes.
Introduce the cosmic MCU.
Yes.
It was beautiful. Love
Yes.
it.
Yes.
With Thunderbolts, we've already got a taste of them.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to go back again. Black Widow movie, where they were there, you know, sister was there, and Red Guardian was there, and it was like, oh, the team, yeah. It just didn't give at all. And this is why I'm concerned for Thunderbolts, because they've already set their precedent of just being mid. Isn't that what they can say these days?
Apparently, that's what the kids say.
It's mid. It's not bad.
I hear
It's
what
not
you're saying, T.
It's not great.
Allow me to interject.
Wait. There's nothing to be excited about. The only plus that thing that was supposed to be a handover of Scarlett Johansson to
The new chick. Yeah, I also don't know who she is.
See,
I also only remember Scarlett Johansson.
again, but I can guarantee you
It's
now.
the only name worth remembering. Scarlett Johansson, bro.
Yeah. The point I'm getting to is you're saying that Winter Soldier is going to carry it, but I can tell you now, she's going to be front and center of this, and she's going to be the person who's supposed to carry this. Yes, Sebastian Stan's going to be there as Winter Soldier, and he's going to be in the mix. Hundreds is going to be there, but she's going to be the Tony Stark / Steve Rogers of that team.
The new Black Widow.
Yes.
You think?
I'm telling you.
Nah, dog.
She is going to be the Tony Stark / Roger, Steve Rogers of Thunderbolts.
With all due respect.
And
Nah.
it's she's not going to be able to do it. I can guarantee you that now. She's not.
Nah.
The team has already set a precedent of just being, we don't know who you guys are. You guys were just given to us, and oh, we know Winter Soldier.
I don't
Yay.
think
But it's not
it's
feature
gonna be
much.
her. I don't think she's her.
I'm telling you.
I don't think she's her, T. Nah.
I'm telling you.
I think it's gonna be Winter Soldier. That's what's gonna carry the movie all the way.
Lock it up.
And he's gonna be the
going to
glue
have
the
to-
whole the team
But
together.
you see, he's going to be the glue.
Yes,
Sharp. Take a.
he's gonna be the Steve Rogers. That's
No.
how Steve Rogers.
You know who he's going to be if you're making those comparisons.
Yeah.
Right. So, with Steve Rogers and whatnot, yeah, they're the main guys. They are going to be, or he's going to be.
Can you just remember which people are gonna be in the Thunderbolts again? No, you carry on.
He's going to be. I'm just trying to liken him to. He's going to be the Thor, actually. He's going to be the Thor this team. He's not running the show, but he's just as important.
Okay.
That's the best way. Because, when we had Civil War... Oh, okay, wait, no, Thor wasn't there. But in the Avengers team, there's two guys who run the show there. It's Iron Man, it's Captain America. At least they've got... That's clear. No one's above the other one because they're both awesome.
Yes.
Then below that is Thor, Captain Marvel to a degree, I guess. We had to draw a hierarchy.
Okay. I see where you're
Right.
going.
So what I'm saying is, in terms of the Thunderbolts and how I think they're setting this up, this Florence Pugh, I hope I'm saying her name properly, is going to be...
Yeah, sorry if we butchered your name.
Yeah.
Florence. Yeah.
Please invite us.
It's not our mother's tongue.
She's going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Sebastian Stan as a strong supporting character actor to
They
her.
put her first. I don't like her.
I'm telling you, because Scarlett Johansson was such a good Black Widow, this passing of the baton, they had to build her up properly. And the fact that I feel, and we'll see when the movie comes out, they're going to drive her to be the first one and then have Sebastian Stan support her, is just trying to build her up in her character and her being Black Widow even more.
Okay.
It's not like she made an impact the first time.
So they're going to...
Yes, we have a new Black Widow
So
now.
they're going to thrust her. Pause. Okay, cool.
Wait, what is her character name? Black Widow.
Black Widow. She's essentially taken over the mantle of Black Widow.
Okay. Must be nice. Anyway.
You know what? You know why I think Black Widow also flopped? The timing. They should have brought it out during the Infinity Saga. Because Black Widow came out after the fact. You remember that?
True. She was dead by then.
She was dead by then. So it was a bit of a cop-out for Marvel to do that, and a bit of a slap in the face to the viewer. Because they're like, why are you dropping Black Widow when we all cried for her?
Hey, you sacrificed herself.
There
she is again.
There she is again. Right.
This is the problem with movies when they do this like 6 years early. Guys, MCU started getting into that nice vibe of like everything just flows and flows and flows.
Yes.
Then they don't throw a movie and be like, 20 years ago.
Yeah, nah, don't do that. Marvel, please stop doing that, sir. And DC as well. No, but DC hasn't done it.
It's nice. It's nice for context. What's happening now? But don't start a movie 6 years ago because then this happens.
Yeah, definitely. What's next after Thunderbolts?
I think we've
just
covered
doing Marvel,
Fantastic Four.
We're just doing
No,
Marvel.
we can go. We've covered Fantastic Four.
Yeah, we've covered it. Definitely looking forward to that. I'm hyped for Fantastic Four First Steps. We did speak about it. Pedro Pascal. Pedro Pascal is my breakout goat.
Man.
So yeah.
Roll.
So Pedro Pascal. Sorry to just diverge a little bit. Mandalorian and Grogu coming out. Crazy. Production, I think they said is finished for that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be dope as well. But that's my boy Pedro Pascal.
The guy.
Yeah, no, he's came through. He's came through.
I've seen some of his stuff. I'm just like, I saw the trailer.
Of First Steps, Fantastic Four.
Yes. So the trailer was very interesting. That's why I'm like, I see it. I just again,
do you not see him as Reed Richards?
Yes and no. Yes, because it's Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
Come now. Put that man in any role, he can make it happen.
Yeah.
But the trailer didn't give me confidence that he's gonna put all into this character. I.e., he looks like he's acting. Does that make sense? When it's not like when Thor really became when what's his name, Chris Hemsworth really became Thor. You can see it he walks around and Thor.
Yeah.
Pedro, you saw him. Yes, he's wearing the suit, but he looks like he's just yes, I'm reading my lines. Yes,
but also
a bit more energy than George Clooney. I'll give him that much. But because George Clooney literally was just
Wait for which for Batman. Yeah, no, let's not start on that travesty because I recently
save
watched
another episode.
Yeah, I recently watched Batman and Robin. Yeah, no, I don't know how they got away with that nonsense. But anyway, that's huh?
That's still selling toys. But we'll get to that.
We'll get to that another time.
That's
That's another conversation for another day.
Exactly. But I'm not convinced. I'll 100% give it a chance.
Do you not think that it was the way the trailer is shot? Because they could have picked out specific parts of the trailer and how he was at that point in time. Because, bro, I've actually noticed that trailers, like the way they're making trailers these days, it can either tell you the entire movie, or it can give you the worst context for the movie.
Or they can just give you random things and you end up getting excited for it and not seeing it in the movie. You're like,
yeah.
Okay.
So me, the reason why I'm excited for Fantastic Four is, I mean, again, firstly, it's a reboot that I think we needed. You know, of which there's nothing wrong with the previous Fantastic Fours. I'm not saying
this is my problem.
And for where Secret Wars and for the fact that we know that Secret Wars is going to happen, Reed Richards is actually a factor in Secret Wars.
Fine.
And so is Doctor Doom, because Doctor Doom's the big bad. Sorry, chap, but like, there's a whole part to Secret Wars that's going to be crazy. In fact, Secret Wars actually needs its own episode. When we speak about the history of Secret Wars, we
context.
Need context, because like Secret Wars is crazy. There's actually two iterations of Secret Wars. One that was done in like the 80s, and one that was done in 2015. The one in 2015, 2016, that's now the one that Kevin Feige and them could be following now at the moment. And that one, Doctor Doom is the big bad. And that's why essentially they have Doctor Doom and RDJ came back, etc., etc. But it was a money grab. We all know that. Yeah, sure.
I was about to say that's another whole episode.
Yeah,
anyway.
That's another whole episode.
Let me end off with the Fantastic Four.
Yes, yeah. Let's close it off.
My biggest problem is again this continuation thing. This thing of now, okay, yes, we understand you're rebooting.
Yeah.
I gotta start from back there. Cool, let's play out the story from the 60s and the 70s. Let's be true to the comic, which is what we want. As comic fans, stay true to the source material. You can never go wrong.
Of course.
But make it obviously easier for the general public to understand, but keep it as comic book accurate as possible.
You want comic book accuracy, but you also want the consumer to be able to consume.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
But going back to the point I made earlier, continuation thing is a problem for me. Because when they base this thing now in the 60s and 70s, at what point do they now catch up or pop up again in current? Because we've got a team now. Maybe back then there wasn't a team.
Now,
eventually they'll have to come here. Don't give me Secret Wars.
Okay,
Divergent,
Okay, cool.
Amalgamation.
In the trailer breakdowns, they actually show that Pedro Pascal's character, Reed Richards, he's got this curved blackboard.
Yeah.
So that when he's doing his equations and all that, I didn't even think about that. So when he's doing his equations, he is able to actually see, maybe let's just say the equation started at 1 + 1. He's actually able to see that first equation needs to be proven over here again. And on that curved blackboard that he has, there's actually a picture of an illustration diagram of entry points and an exit points. So technically, wait, let me finish. Let me cook. Let me cook.
No, finish.
Let me cook. Let me cook.
Yeah.
So essentially, based on the breakdown, that Easter egg breakdown of the trailer, no? This is not from me. This is Easter egg breakdowns. Essentially what they're trying to say is that Reed Richards is aware. Oh no, and they even, again, in the trailer they explain it. Reed Richards is already aware that a multiverse exists and that we all are existing on a plane, a multiversal plane, and he's already working on it. So that in and of itself is how the Fantastic Four is going to go from their universe, let's call it 1, 2, 3, 4, of the 60s, this modern day 60s, 70s universe. And that's how they're going to go from that universe to the 616, to have Doomsday, to have Secret War. Thank you. My name is Kyle Kane, and I hope you enjoyed my TED Talk. That's how they're gonna do
Absolute
it,
trash, bro. Anyway,
T. That's how they're gonna do it.
fine. I'm sure this is the same thing.
Because even in the
I'm
trailer,
I'm
even in the trailer,
agreeing with you. This is
Because
exactly how they're gonna do it. Because why? They're trying to make all this mess make sense. And me, I'm an advocate for. Listen, you know, I'm an advocate for the common man.
yes,
I
yes,
am your champion.
yes,
I'm here, yes, as a comic book fan. I'm here for the movies, but I'm championing for you guys. Now, as a comic book fan who's been, no, not a comic fan, as a layman, layman,
yes, Layman. Yes, that is the term.
as a layman who watched these movies and who started stringing these things across, I gonna come with some side story like, I know that guy there from the 60s as well. Yeah, he figured it out, and at some point somehow we're here. Nah, bruh.
T.
Treat. All I'm saying is Marvel. As a fanboy, thank you. It's great stuff. But as an advocate for the layman, treat us like children. Don't try and overcomplicate this. Why? Just keep it simple. Maybe I'm saying like even keep it simple in this way that we know that they had a cosmic accident, whatever the case is, and yes, they might have the technology.
Yes.
Why not in that situation when in Endgame, when these guys traveled back, they saw what was happening, for example. I don't know how they figured that out, but they were able to also zap themselves back into prison as well. For me, that would make more sense than the street. And he's like, oh, I've been working on it for years. They currently don't have the technology for it in the 60s and 70s. So how in the hell does he get back there?
Because it's not your conventional 60s and 70s that one would say that we lived in or the Americans had. It is a more technologically advanced
Let me guess.
60s.
Let me guess.
What?
The same 60s that put a man on the moon.
Yeah, but they went further. Basically.
Put a man on the moon. Okay.
Don't tell me you're that person too. You don't believe that they put a man on the moon?
They did.
Oh.
We saw the video.
Okay. See, you know what?
We saw the video.
This is not that kind of podcast.
I know, but I'm
This is
just
not that kind of podcast.
if you want to put alignments, yeah, I agree.
I know that okay. Can I reach? Can I reach a little bit?
Yeah.
Let me reach.
Fine.
This is why Fantastic Four First Steps works with that universe and the way it's set up. I'm reaching, okay? Let me cook.
Reach.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Unfortunately, I need to bring another comic house into my rationale. Okay.
This pod is for
to explain the presidents, right? To explain the presidents. I'm explaining the presidents of how Fantastic Four First Steps can exist, right? And this is my president.
I'm not saying it shouldn't. I'm just saying, how does this 60s/70s Fantastic Four all of a sudden pop up in modern day MCU?
Cool. The example is The Watchmen.
The Watchmen series?
No, The Watchmen movie or comic book series. Yes.
Yeah.
In The Watchmen.
Amazing.
Yeah.
We're gonna make an episode of that. I am
stay tuned.
Excited to.
My
goodness!
Stay tuned for that. That one's gonna be crazy. That's one's gonna be crazy one.
Apologies.
So in The Watchmen, right, when Dr. Manhattan had his accident and he became who he became,
sure,
right, he developed clean energy.
Sure. He also became it, but
yeah, he became it. He developed it, and I think maybe Ozymandian also had a hand in it as well because he's super smart.
Correct. Yeah.
So between them two, So between them two, they created cleaner, smarter energy, which obviously now progressed their technology. So they were in that 70s era, 70s, 80s era, whenever Vietnam and that should happen, they already had the technology they already had clean energy in America at that time, meaning that their technology was more advanced, meaning that they could actually now go to the moon more better or develop more and better technologies, even to the point where, again, they can develop interdimensional travel. So there is already a precedence because the application's already there.
Big reach. reach.
I am not reaching. T, it's not a reach.
Big reach.
T, the president is there. The president is already there.
So your
The
theory,
president is already
your
there.
theory is just based on the fact that they created clean energy, which you then assume based on it advanced the technology to the point that they can.
Yes. Because that's what I'm saying. In Fantastic Four First Steps, we're not looking at a conventional 1960s, 1970s. We're looking at a technologically advanced 19th,
That's
because it's in a different universe.
But my point is, if Reed Richards was still discovering multiverses then,
Yes.
only discovering, not that
Yes.
he's worked it out and the jump points and all that stuff. He was still working.
Yes.
How then? Just based on we've got the technology, we just don't know how to apply it to us yet.
You see now,
How
that's
then
why
do
we
we get
need
there?
to watch. That's why we need to watch the movie.
That's why
It's not a reach.
your rubber band
See, that's not a reach.
registrations thing. Your rubber band.
See, it's not a reach.
Right. Hey,
There's a president, and I will die on this hill.
fine.
I found the first thing that I will die on the hill for. I'll
Is
die
this-
on this hill.
Actually,
This.
no, what? Friendly bit.
Yes.
Oh wait, we still. By the way,
Yeah.
guys, Carl and I have agreed that between now and either this Comic Con and next Comic Con, we're gonna have a bet.
Mm.
Loser goes as whatever character that the winner wants them to go as.
Yes.
So I think I've made it very clear that if I win, depending on when we start this thing,
Yeah.
I want you to go as Harley Quinn.
Yes, we agreed on that.
Hundreds. So you still need to decide on. But anyway, besides the point.
I need you to go as somebody extremely embarrassing. I'll find somebody. So also,
Right.
folks at home, you can also give us input as well.
Yeah.
Who you want like us to go as a prank. The loser basically. For now, T wants me to go as Harley Quinn. I'll find somebody. But I mean, if you guys have cooler suggestions as well, you're always welcome to drop it and come take pictures with us at Comic Con. With the loser, whoever lost the bet.
So the way that's gonna work, not even depending on the episode. On every episode, there'll probably be a poll. We'll ask a question whether you side with me or you side with Carl. And as the weeks go by, we'll calculate the person with the least points is the one that goes to Comic Con in whatever.
100%.
Alright.
I'm with it.
Cool. Stay
Stand
locked
on.
on my channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make
Yes,
sure
sir.
you're sharing to your chomas.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you guys are getting engaged because we want to hear the stories. We want to get the theories. The great thing about this podcast I'm really excited about is that anyone can get involved. It's not only those of us that know about the comics or know something about the comics, but anyone, anywhere that have your own theories about who you like, what you like, what you think may or may not happen.
Speak to us. Let's have a conversation, man.
Okay.
Come on.
One more.
It.
Superman. We'll cover just the movies.
Yeah.
Superman movie. It's a controversial.
It's loaded, this one.
No,
This one's loaded, bro. This one's loaded.
okay. Offhand.
Firstly, Henry Cavill's always going to be my Superman. I'm done. Henry Cavill's going to forever be my Superman.
Okay, let's
And I
start
will
there.
turn that heel.
Let's start there. With that being said,
Yes.
because I've heard this from many people.
Yes.
What does that mean now for this movie? You're still gonna watch it because it's
I'm going to watch it.
What about everyone else.
Um,
What about everyone? Because everyone else is gonna say
everybody
Henry
else,
Cavill is my guy. Okay, cool. He's not there. So what does that mean?
90% of society and population, still has a hard-on pause for Henry Cavill. Proper.
Okay.
This new guy, Corn Sweat, I forgot what's his name. He's getting a lot of flack.
For what now?
The trailers essentially, he's getting a lot of flack for the trailer.
Oh yeah.
He's getting a lot
the
of
whole
flack.
flying scenes.
The flying scenes, the just the way he looks, his suit doesn't look very appetizing, etc. What, bro? Like, that's the first thing that the people said. No, but
Is he as delicious as Henry Cavill? Okay, that's the 75%.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's the 70%.
Bro, everybody wants Henry Cavill back or whatever, but everybody just knows that Superman is Henry Cavill and Henry Cavill is Superman. That's how everybody knows it.
Fine, but he's not.
but he's not.
It's a new DCU.
Yes.
We've got a new
James
fresh Superman.
DC. Yeah,
Exactly.
we still don't have a Batman.
But
So James Gunn's already he's slipping.
actually, whoa,
Already he's slipping.
we've got a Batman.
Ooh.
It's just not in the DCU.
Pattinson's not of the universe.
Okay,
He's not in the
so
same-
it's specifically universes.
And I mean, we have to speak specific universe.
Fine.
We have to speak specific
No.
universe.
No, hundreds. But I'm saying there is a Batman here. They
And
just
also
need to stop this.
remember the palettes, the current color palettes, or the current grading or filter, or whatever, of the current Pattinson. It's too
It's too
dark
dark for this.
for James Gunn's thing.
100%. I get that.
Oh.
But there has been stories about him pulling across. But anyway, that's
It's not
a
gonna
story for another day.
It's not going to work. I'm telling you now. Robert Pattinson needs to sit down in his universe. The Batman movie was dope. I enjoyed it. And we're going to leave it there. Leave him. James Gunn needs to get off his ass and look for an actual Batman that's going to fit into the DCU. There's a lot of takers. There's Alan Richardson that's already expressed that he wants it. There's Jensen Ackles that's been doing voices in the DC animated movies. Already he's been there. He can bulk up. But for me, Alan Richardson looks more of because the Batman in Tim Gunn's universe is almost like a weathered, older, buffer Batman. He's a thick Batman.
So about old man Batman now.
Not necessarily old,
Wait. Yes.
but like
No, I saw this theory that they are going to go look for old man Batman. I'm calling old man Batman, the older Batman.
like a
And this is
middle-aged Batman.
not even. I think this is probably why they set up George Clooney in the Flash movie. Because remember, if you saw him, he was grey and what.
Yes.
They're setting up that older Batman because it's a nice jumping off point for the Bat family. So we reintroduce the Robin, reintroduce Batgirl,
Okay.
reintroduce Nightwing,
Mm.
reintroduce those characters again into the universe. But you
Okay.
can only do that with a much older
Of course.
Batman who's he's been withered. Now he needs
Yes.
to train or coach the
Train and pass on the baton.
all this.
Or the battering as it was.
Exactly.
Sorry to sidetrack. The Batman issue is still
It's sensitive.
fresh for me because James Gunn needs to pull a rabbit out of the hat. Especially for Batman. And another thing.
If any-
Sorry.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he have a Batman if he's doing a DCU timeline? Why doesn't he have a Batman
Not yet. So let the Batman finish its role.
But see, he was supposed to have a
It's gonna
Batman.
it's
How we
gonna be
get to
confusing.
Superman, but he doesn't have a
Wow.
Batman yet.
This,
my dog.
This is the problem.
See, that's why I don't believe in James Gunn. That's why we needed to have a Snyderverse. And I'm gonna down that hill too. Carry on, okay. Batman is a sensitive issue for me, dog.
No, it is for me. But he's my guy. You know what the problem is? It's
Yeah.
this thing that DC's been doing this whole couple years.
Yeah.
This one's doing their own movie. That one must do their own movie. That one must do their own movie. We got 2-3 different Batman,
Too
Superman,
many cooks in the kitchen.
Flashes, and all this stuff.
No
And it's
flash.
like, listen, let Pattinson and his series of movies be done. Let's get them out of the way.
Mm.
Hundreds.
Mm.
Then from there, which means the reality is, if it goes the way I think it should go,
Mm-hmm.
we're only going to see an integrated DCU Batman at the end of the Batman 3, if there even is a 3. If anything, we'll only really start seeing post 2028
Because
integrated Batman.
because
Just
the Batman 2 is gonna be 2027.
2027. Yeah. So think about this now. It's this thing that I keep saying with having so many things here.
Yeah.
Get that done.
That confuses
Getting it out.
confuses
One-
the consumer.
Yeah.
Definitely.
One Superman, one this, one Flash, one
See
this.
now, there now
There
when
you
you're
go.
coming with your layman principles and your layman mentality, I will agree with you 100% for that.
Yes.
You are confusing the consumer. Yeah.
Because that's like
DC. Let's
oh wait,
sort that out.
Joker was a mess. We had gangster Joker, whatever the hell.
Jared Leto.
was doing.
Yeah.
God knows what the hell he was doing. Thank God
Mm.
it didn't give him that much airtime. Anyway, then you've got what's his name, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, and even then, in this latest movie, he wasn't even the Joker.
Oh
Did you
yeah,
know that?
apparently I was checking that out. Apparently he wasn't even the Joker.
Why would you miss?
Yeah, you see, DC, you're doing some very treacherous things to the
That's what I'm saying.
consumer.
James Gunn was just like, okay, we're gonna kick off Superman. Sure, we're here.
Yes.
Everyone else, finish your side projects, whatever the case is. But once they're done, everyone's coming back.
That means James Gunn needs to press those people that are making Elseworld stories. That's what he calls it.
Yeah.
Everything that's
If
out
it's
of
not
the
a DCU,
it's called an Elseworld story.
Yeah.
But then he
Wrap
needs to press those people to say, right,
Let's
get
go.
your projects out now because DCU needs to get going.
Exactly. Once we're there. So,
where you at on
Superman?
Where you at with that?
I am excited, but I don't know because it's a new Superman. It's a new director. And I feel...
Is James Gunn's directing it as well? Producing and directing it? Okay, cool.
Let me put it this way. I'm 50-50, right? Because all the Zack Snyder Superman movies, he's directed Man of Steel as well.
Yeah.
Best Superman movie ever. I will fight you on that.
That's I'm going to down this hill. Bro,
Man of Steel.
Zack Snyder's my goat.
100.
What are you saying?
100.
Zack Snyder's my goat. Zack Snyder's like my top 3 directors, bro.
Exactly. So that one.
Zack Snyder's my goat.
Yeah.
Netflix, you guys can pay. You guys can produce a Snyderverse. Netflix can.
They can, but
Netflix can produce a Snyderverse.
Owns the thing.
Yeah, the Warner Bros. Still owns the rights.
They still need
They
to
still
like
own the
beg
rights.
or whatever to. And after this whole Snyder Cuts thing,
yeah.
it's going to be very tough for them to like, okay, exactly. Go. I think
Yeah.
that bridge got burned with that whole situation. He released it. I don't think they were happy about it. He released it. People loved it.
People loved it. I love it, bro. I watched the Snyder Cut.
Do you know how many times I've watched the Snyder Cut?
The Snyder Cut all day, Papa. I don't know what the hell Josh Whedon was doing. I don't know what Josh Whedon was doing. I don't know.
Oh, thank you.
But Snyder Cut was the one. Folks at home, please go and watch the Snyder Cut. Please.
Over and over again. It's 4 hours, but trust me, you'll be engaged.
Well
the
worth
whole
the 4
time.
hours, my guy.
Whole time.
In fact, every hour you can do like a popcorn refreshment run.
Yeah.
And then you carry on because it's that damn good. It's that damn good. Shout out to Zack Snyder, by the way.
So this is my thing, right? The Zack Snyder Superman has been established like at like a proper, you know when you create like a character well rounded, he's got emotion, you can see the power, you can see the empathy and the strength in him, and and he did that very, very well. Created that character is amazing. Pulled through. They dropped the ball in Justice League theatrical release.
Yes.
In Snyder Cut, it was okay, but it wasn't the Man of Steel Superman. You know.
Yes.
That Man of Steel Superman, Apex. That was the one. My biggest fear, just to go back to that Joss Whedon thing, because James Gunn comes from that same stable.
Yes.
Is they're gonna try lighten him up.
Yes, that's exactly what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing.
He's gonna become he's gonna be Superman, but he's gonna be
he's gonna be candy. Yeah, he's gonna be very candy. Yeah.
That is my biggest fear. And even now, because they're obviously introducing the dog, Crypto.
Yeah.
There's the other thing that I have an issue with this one here is there's gonna be Falcon Girl. There's gonna be, who's the guy with the T again?
Mr. Terrific.
Yeah.
There's gonna be
Green Lanterns in there.
It's not Hal Jordan. What's the other one? Guy. Something guy. That guy.
Him.
Yeah.
It's gonna be too busy. If you're wanting to relaunch,
I wonder what's the runtime. That movie needs to be at least 2 hours.
It's gonna be at least 2 hours. I'm sure. It's not gonna be an hour.
So many people, because in the trailers I saw a kaiju.
Yeah, and there's a
kaiju.
What's that kaiju?
I don't know.
What's that kaiju? I don't know. Guys, because I'm expensive. Why?
For 50 bucks! James Gunn, please explain. Why is there a kaiju in Superman?
Because I'm like,
we want to know. I said, please.
We don't have a big bad. There's no Lex. There's a Lex Luthor.
So, the Lex Luthor casting is peak, though.
Is it?
I like that dude. Listen,
You can put a gold cap on him.
I like that.
To go.
I like like
can't
the,
take it
I like
seriously.
the casting. I like.
They
Wait,
could do
man.
better.
I like the casting. Like, let
They
me
could have done better.
let me just remember who it is.
They-
I like the casting. I like the
Why-
Lex Luthor.
Why do that? So my problem
Mm-hmm.
with that is, again, it's going to be too busy. You know which reference points I actually have for this perfect
Mm-hmm.
is Black Adam. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Black Adam.
And I just watched
As
it
much
recently.
as really,
Mm.
Dwayne Johnson, I've loved you since I was a kid. I don't know what happened in Black Adam. Let's not do it again, okay? But
Yeah, no,
Black
okay.
Adam, it's like, okay, cool. You have your central character, hundreds, but then you have all these other guys, and I feel like it takes away from you as a character fully realizing and fully buying into that character and who they are and what they do, because now this one's chipping in and that one's chipping in, and this one now is the one who actually did this, which allowed him to actually go and defeat the guy.
Yes.
And I'm like, but he's Superman. Why does Superman need what? 4 or 5 other people in
because
this movie?
Superman is actually the like.
Why does he need
Superman
5 other
is
people in this movie?
your last resort.
Exactly.
Like, it always starts. There's like a hierarchy of who's gonna start first.
Yeah.
You know, it's always your mid tier, your low tier, and then when all else fails, they call it Big Blue.
There you go. Done.
Yeah. So
It's kinda
okay,
like,
it's gonna be interesting.
It's
gonna be
It's like
interesting
in
to
chess,
see.
right?
Yeah.
You start all the pawns, send all the pawns out, they get child.
Yeah.
Then you've got your second line there, you send
Yeah,
out your
yeah.
knights and your castles and stuff like that. And when push comes to shove, Baba, you whip out your queen. Your queen is just on the board, just
But again now,
Superman's the queen. Why do we need all these guys?
the time frame that they're using the Superman, because I think it's they're using the Man of Tomorrow Superman, which is a fairly young Superman. So he's in that transition of
Learning about his
powers and having a secret identity and still functioning in society, because he's just starting at
But it's always been the case.
thing. Yeah, but I mean the other stories don't typically start him off from there. The other stories.
Where does the kaiju come in?
I don't know where the kaiju comes in.
I saw that and I was like,
Look, see, at the end of the day, for me,
why?
I've got minimal faith in James Gunn. Minimal faith. I need to see. I've only seen Creature Commandos.
And even that was
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Creature Commandos. But we're talking about Superman.
story the other day.
I want to see what James Gunn does with the Superman, how he presents it, before I make my final. Yeah. But for me, like I said, Henry Cavill will always be my Superman. I'll die on that hill. Shout out Henry Cavill. And that's just the way that is for me personally. We would just let's see how James Gunn puts it together. Because look,
That's what I'm saying. I
it
want
could
to
be a
give
runaway
him
success like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Can I tell you something?
Could
Can I tell you something?
with all the fact that he's been kidding.
I have all the faith
Yeah.
that this will be a successful movie.
Mm.
It will be, because everyone's going to be interested. Everyone's going to be like, okay, we want to check out the new Superman. There's obviously Crypto now as well.
Mm.
There's all these other characters no one really knows. But again, it's one of those like introducing new characters and become part of the universe. You kind of want to get some understanding, some context. So people are going to go there because on the front of it, it's a Superman movie. One we haven't had in how long? Years. It's been years now. First Superman movie in many solo. Sorry. Specific. First solo Superman movie that we've seen in years. And it's going to be interesting to see how, with this new vision, this new direction that DC is going, how that translates. Are we still going to go with that sort of more darker, grittier one? Highly doubt it from what we see.
No, it's the palette
Rather
is
than
definitely going to be light.
Yeah.
It's
Question
definitely
is,
a lighter palette.
how dark are they going to go? Number one. Number two,
DC.
Yeah. This new guy from Corner Sweat or whatever his name is.
Corner Sweat.
Him as well.
Corner Sweat. Yeah.
Like, you see, but going back to the point,
I can
Henry
research
Cavill
his
is
name for
ask,
you, bro.
Ask him.
By the way, Nicholas Hoult. Nicholas Hoult is going to be Lex Luthor in the movie.
He's got, I literally just, look, even the picture that you're showing here, he's got red lipstick.
That's the filter, bro.
So, look, that filter. Look, You've got 4 photos in front of you. Red.
Maybe maybe he's got lip filler. I don't know, but I like this casting. I think it's a good fit. It works for me. Pause. It works for me. Because who's our other options for things? Look, don't get me wrong. Kevin Spacey was the best Lex Luthor. All things considered, even though he went down the route that he went down.
Okay.
But Kevin Spacey was good.
So this is where now.
Kevin Spacey was good.
So this is where now I'm willing to give recasts, I'm going to call them recasts, a chance, because we never know. We can watch a certain character and say, this one was or is the best person in that role. But until you actually see someone else play that role, you can't necessarily say, he was the best.
David Cornsweet.
Money?
David Cornsweet.
Cornsweet.
Mm.
This guy's playing. Sweet corn.
Yeah.
Sweet corn. Okay. Anyway,
I'm not gonna lie. The suit looks absolutely trash. I'm not gonna lie.
Again.
This is a trashy
context.
suit. This is a trashy
Place
suit.
and time. Where is it? When is it based? In 19.
No. This is modern day.
This
This is modern day Superman. This is technically happening in our time.
Really?
Yes.
How do they have newspapers? Have you seen the trailer?
But still, it's happening in modern time.
Okay.
Bro, speak
Anyway.
to James Gunn, my dog.
Listen.
Because James Gunn, the suit is crap.
This is just first iteration.
No, this
what
is
they
the
do.
suit.
He's not going to wear the same suit.
Yes, he
He's
is.
not going to wear the same
He
suit.
is going to wear the same suit the whole movie.
We know in every single superhero movie, they will start with some suits. At the end, when you have to fight the big guy.
No, this is going to be the suit the whole movie, dog. It's going to be the suit the whole movie, I'm telling you. Facts. Big facts. This is him the whole time.
It's still the same photo.
Yeah, but like it's other shots, but it's going to be him the whole time in this. This is him. Blue.
What's wrong with that? Because it's going back to the core of who Superman was.
But it looks like he got this thing from Samuel, dog. Why is he not filling out the suit?
Don't. Because he went to gym.
out the
What do you mean?
suit?
Where is he not?
He's not filling out the suit.
Where?
See,
Where?
the
But
show
that's
area,
there.
the arm area. I'm not gonna describe his crotch because no. Yeah.
I was about to say that side there.
Look at the back of the knee, dog.
Bruh.
Why is there so much give in the
Listen,
suit?
we'll fix it in post, okay? That's it. We'll fix it in post.
I mean.
Yeah, I see what you're
Sorry
saying.
guys at home. But
If I'm
Bro.
in the chair, we'll pop up a picture somewhere. I hope.
bro, the suit. Bro, look at this dog.
But you see now, hang on. This is different. Because this suit is literally, you can see that it's latex ban. It's more modern. It is. That's what I'm saying. That one there, you can see, it looks like he put it together his damn self.
He's gonna be thing. He's gonna be that.
Plus, you can't tell me this was all Henry Cavill.
No, obviously there's padding and whatever underneath.
Exactly.
But
then, what's his name?
look at it side by side. Okay, no, that's
Reed.
yes,
Christopher Reed.
Christopher Reed. Also, OG, another probably one of the best Supermans as well.
He was a great Clark Kent.
He has a great Clark Kent, yes.
Superman is good.
No, that's not it. But no, bro, look.
Sweet corn.
Nah, bro, I'm telling you, this is the suit. This iteration of the suit was amazing.
Sure.
It was
So
amazing.
it's modernized.
And
You
also,
don't know the context of
Yeah.
corn
And-
sweets. It's
Apparent-
corn sweet. I'm telling you, it's corn sweet.
yeah, it's probably corn sweet. I don't know.
It's not corn sweet.
It's corn sweet, yeah. It's spelled corn sweet, but pronounced corn sweet. You sweat corn.
Bruh, English is not my mother tongue.
Yeah, but
Now
that's
you're
what I'm
gonna
saying.
you telling me it's spelled one way, but now I gotta say it another way.
Yeah, like lasagna. You don't pronounce the G in lasagna.
Lasagna.
Lasagna. Okay,
Yeah.
but anyway,
So yes, my thing is it's
corn sweet.
it's still gonna be successful because
I can't wait to see.
it's
What
a
do you guys
Superman.
think? What do you guys think? Is Superman your favorite superhero in DC, or who your favorite DC hero is? What do you think about James Gunn handling Superman and this new Superman? And after Henry Cavill, who's the next best Superman? But and what do you guys think? And what do you guys think about just the whole Superman run in general?
Exactly. So yeah. I mean, we've got.
Do you want to make closing statements on Superman?
Yeah. So again, people will go out and watch because it's a Superman movie.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on how they put it together, will determine whether or not overall people are going to say it's successful. Money wise, in terms of numbers, it will be successful. As to whether or not going forward,
yes,
it's a difference.
Because a movie can be bad but be a box office hits. Yes,
exactly.
And that has happened. So what's going to be our barometer? What's going to be our benchmark then? Are we going to base now this, like now as the podcast, do we want to base the success of the movie based off what it is, or are we going to base it off box office success?
So, but there's other measures as well. We've got IMDb scores, we've got Rotten Tomatoes,
of course,
we've got all this other stuff like that. I think.
So we'll take a bit of everything.
So let's do this. We'll have our own feedback and opinions.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have the fans and the chat and everyone else who's watching the pod to give their opinions.
Yeah.
We'll add in, all the other things, IMDb's, Rotten Tomatoes, all this stuff like that, to come up with sort of like an idea as to where we think this thing is at, and whether or not there's a future for the new Superman. Because that's the key thing. You're kicking off a DCU, which means there are going to be more projects further down the line
for all of these heroes.
Plus, you're supposed to branch off and also like help if there's a new Aquaman.
So we need to see crossovers as well.
All of that vibe, exactly.
Yes.
So this has to work for James Gunn.
It has to work.
DCU's. If it
Superman's
doesn't,
also Superman's like the flagship hero.
Exactly.
So it has to work.
If it doesn't, it's kiss.
Then, if it doesn't work, then Zack Snyder should have done the DCEU this whole time, and Warner, you guys just shot yourself in the foot.
They need to pick up the phone at the same time and be like, yo.
Like, you don't need to apologize to Zack Snyder if James Gunn drops the ball on this one. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to down that hill.
100%.
Yeah. Done. What's next?
Let's wrap.
You're going to wrap? Okay.
Let's wrap because... yes. It's been years. So there's other series and stuff like that. I mean, we can always pick up the conversation.
We can always, so lots of series that's going to be out.
Yeah.
Well, since we've been talking Marvel, what you guys can check out now at the moment is Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Correct.
That's currently out as well. I've been enjoying it. Creature Commandos is out as well. We're still talking series. What other series do we know that's out at the moment?
At the moment...
Oh, Creature Commandos is DC, but season 1 is done. You guys can check it out. Exactly. Spider-Man, the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, I think they are about 4 episodes in.
Yes.
3 or 4 episodes in. You guys can check that. 3 episodes in.
Yeah.
Nice take, nice iteration. I'm enjoying it as well. Yeah. What
else? There's still Daredevil's a big one that's coming up.
Daredevil Born Again. Yes. Yep. I actually need to watch the original Daredevil. I'm gonna pick that up. I'm gonna pick that up.
True. Before I'm gonna pick that up. Ironheart is still coming out.
Okay. Yes. That series. No, we're still talking series. Yeah.
50-50 about that one, but yeah, we can.
Yeah. No, I'm all the way 30-70 in reverse. 30% confident, 70%.
I don't think she did enough.
Not confident
in Black Panther for people to like.
Yeah.
To like really, she wasn't Black Panther, wasn't it?
She was in Black Panther. She was in Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
I
don't think she did enough to really for people to buy into that character. But anyway, let's see.
Yeah.
There's Marvel Zombies. So
Marvel Zombies. That's also going to be a series as well. Let's wait for that one.
Right.
I think they touched on the Marvel series in the What If series season 1 as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. What If? I think there's all 3 seasons of What If are out now at the moment. What If was
actually a good place to also start because a lot of the stuff that's going to be pulling out from this current multiversal sort of saga before Secret Wars and everything is amalgamated.
Issue.
All of
issue.
It's a Sunday, but
yes, amalgamate.
Yeah.
Hey, comrade. Yeah.
Listen, bro.
Bro,
No.
buddy.
You know
Hey,
when you
boy.
go to these places and you just
You need to
it
make
just
sure.
flows.
You need to make sure you articulate yourself correctly, my friend.
Oh, articulate, like that.
Articulate, bud. You know.
So like, yeah, it's gonna be fantastic. Watch What If.
Yeah.
It'll amalgamate. It's gonna make sense after that. Because then, you know what? Actually, what if, like again, other than the amalgamation and putting things together,
Yeah.
anything that pops up in the thing that quote unquote doesn't make sense.
Yes.
It won't make sense if you haven't watched What If. Because
True.
What If also just throws out those hypotheticals that,
Yes.
you know, potentially could happen.
Sidebar, and I've spoken to you about this.
That's variance.
Marvel, I still dislike the fact that we have to watch side series to understand what happens in the
Facts.
movies.
We don't have that kind of time,
Yeah.
first of all.
Some of us work.
Secondly, who has money for all these subscriptions?
Yeah.
You must discount
So-
Nyana. The reality is, unless you have kids,
Yes.
no one's going to buy a subscription for Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Let's be
Definitely
honest.
not. No.
Like, as a normal
In
fanboys,
any
even the
case,
guys that
I'm
do
gonna-
this to watch.
I'm going to steal a password from somebody because half the time there's only going to be one thing that I'm going to watch there.
Correct.
Of that whole thing.
And that's it. You got a subscription, and then you got to wait for the next show now. And
Exactly.
anyway,
So, yeah.
outside of that,
Yeah.
stop that because
Please.
it's, people don't have that much time and that
Yeah.
much attention. Keep it in the movies.
Keep it in the
Hundreds,
movies, bro.
Keep it in the movies. If you want to
Even if you do part 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6. Fast
Do
and
it.
Furious did it. It's fine.
do it.
We're good with that.
Let's take the whole Marvel and what am I DC? The whole Marvel canon. We're probably on part 28 now, anyway. So
You know what I'm saying?
because everything's linked, everything's together.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
rather keep it in that link now instead of doing the branches of the universe.
Yeah,
You know,
no, that's
sides-
crazy.
None of
No,
it.
That's crazy. That's too much. That's too much. So
So,
that's the series.
Then there's Peacemaker season 2 that's coming out as well.
Peacemaker. Oh, can't wait for that.
I won't lie, I haven't watched season 1, so I haven't watched it because I'm not a big fan of John Cena. I don't think he's. Don't kill me. Don't kill me, you guys in the comments. Don't
Say,
kill
come
me.
get your boy, dog.
I
Come
don't
get your boy.
think he's a
Come
great
get your boy.
actor. I think he's just one of those guys that it's John Cena. Let's put him in a movie, and then he was like, "I'm staying.
Peacemaker's good.
I'm staying." And people were like, "Okay." I won't lie, he was good in Vacation Friends. Oh, no,
You know
I'm
what?
gonna say good. Like,
You know what?
he was funny in Vacation
Bro,
Friends.
you know what?
He's getting old.
Just can't see him. Man.
I don't see him. 100%.
You
I don't see him.
You don't see the
He's an
skill.
actor.
You don't see the skill. Word life. Basic ergonomics. Yeah. Yeah, that's
But
old.
so you know, as long as you show your face when you're like,
When you happy, oh, word life. This is basic ergonomics. Yeah.
I used to have to check me.
Yeah, bro. Wait, wasn't it what time did wrestling used to start on a Sunday? 5 o'clock, yeah? 5 till 7.
5, yeah.
Yeah, 5.
What
No,
do you
5 till 6. 5 till 6.
Now it's on Netflix. Actually, you can watch it on Netflix.
You lying.
Raw's on Netflix, huh?
Raw's on Netflix.
Yes.
I know you lie. Like up to date Raw.
Yeah, it should be.
Oh snap! I'm
Check
gonna
the shit
go.
out.
I'm gonna go peep that. I don't know.
You know, the last time I watched like wrestling wasn't many moons ago. Like I was definitely like that kid that was like, yeah, check me out. Now I'm just like, guys, it's my dad, man. Hey,
Bro, but you know what? And look, you can disagree with me on this. I don't mind. Wrestling had some of the best story arcs.
facts.
And
Problem is it
flippin'-
went sideways, and that's when I got disinterested. Plus, all the OGs, like a proper guys.
Yeah,
that
they
made
got
it fun.
old, eh?
They got old.
All
and some
Hulk
of them started
Hogan
dying.
and Ric Flair and them. Yeah. I mean,
After that, these young ones, they come because it's all about gimmicks, right?
yeah.
These young ones come with their gimmicks, and you're like, hey,
Because they need
You're
to sell
trying too
tickets.
hard.
They need to sell tickets, so they needed a gimmick.
you
I
can
mean,
be a
bro,
genuine character.
WWE had me thinking Kane and Undertaker are brothers. Come to find, bro,
They're random guys.
that is random. Oh,
They're random.
I couldn't believe that.
Hey buddy,
Believed it.
hey buddy,
You know?
red, black, okay, cool. But 100%, you believed it.
You believe
You know that when either Kane or Undertaker were ring by themselves, and one or the other pops out of nowhere, whether the screen went dark,
Yeah.
and then Undertaker popped up,
Or it was
or
flames.
a fire just out of nowhere. When those two are together in the ring, you're like,
Game over, boy. Game over. It's done. It's done. It's done.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah. So, folks at home, thank you so much for sitting in with us,
Hundreds.
talking nonsense.
There will be more.
There will be more. This is the
Promise
first
you
of
that.
many.
Yes.
But it's gonna take you guys to keep us, on your screen. So please like, subscribe, share, tell us what you guys want us to talk about.
Get involved.
Just get involved.
Get
Just
involved.
tell us anything. Your views on the
Yes.
movies, the DC movies, the Marvel movies that are coming out this year. Do you want us to do a hero feature on somebody? Is there something you didn't understand? Just whatever you guys want, we will put it together for you and we will present.
Let's chat about
it.
it.
Let's talk about it.
I think what's going to be great as well, once the people are there, we're doing the things, is that we're going to start doing some lives, actually. We're actually start taking live questions and all of that good stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, just maybe get some people to jump onto the call and recording. And guys, let's hear what you have to say.
Like literally, we can do live stuff. We can do live stuff. And if you guys want to be on the show as well, you're more than welcome to. We can make something happen.
Hit us up.
Hit us up.
If you're in Joburg, in Cape Town, we want to hear what your plan is for Comic-Con as well. What are you guys going at? What are you doing? It's going to be vibe. Very exciting.
Yes. You're going to find me and T at Comic-Con. And depending on who loses, I will bet from the first episode today. From today. So from today until Comic-Con Cape Town, we're going to be launching a whole lot of polls. And we'll just see who wins. And then I think maybe a month before Comic-Con.
Because we need time.
Because you need time to prep for whatever costume. T wants me to dress up as Harley Quinn if I lose. You guys can be yay or nay or give another suggestion. I will also have my own suggestion for T. I'm just thinking of what's the most embarrassing thing I can think of. But if you guys at home have anything else over and above whatever I suggest that you'd like T to dress up in when he loses the poll, then you guys can let us know. New Metro, we love movies. Hit us up. Sponsors, please, come on. We need sponsors. And we want to review movies,
100%.
and stuff. So,
But that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So, even after Captain America.
Yes, we're going to give a post. Oh, yeah, we're going to give a post review of Captain America.
Correct.
When it drops. So.
Spoiler and non-spoiler.
I think, well, look, guys. Whatever we review, there's going to be spoilers. Maybe we can put in timestamps of you moving through the spoilers up to you.
Between here and here, don't look.
But for the most part, guys, there's going to be spoilers. Especially with the movie reviews, there's going to be spoilers.
Want to talk. How do you feel? What are your thoughts on when this one did that or whatever the case is, all of that? That is essentially what we want to do. And does it work? Does it make sense in the next iteration? Is it going to make or break the movie? All of those stuff like that is going to be key. It's going to be important on the channel.
And also, guys, we need you to be involved. So let us know, please.
Hundreds.
Safe.
Danko. Have a good one. Thanks for coming.
It's not pickle. Gotta work.
Away,
safe members.